Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on with supporting the USC Trojans. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will put toe together to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC, this is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications, seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast, something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It's a draw. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Kincaid. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Discards him with the stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Past the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Buys a little extra time. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it out. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Here come the Irish back on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Brockney, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
He'll just keep slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Irish send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He fires one deep down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. These corners going to give them some space. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled shillelagh. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with confidence.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Notre Dame right back to the line.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Safe completion on the screen. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
And that went nowhere fast. And 1st down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch him being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Get it out on the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Fires to the right. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rodney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been part of.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking left. He's got it, and they convert. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, USC! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. Back to the air one more time. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block. Only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's
gonna let it fly. Got it. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this drive.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. They wanted to get that ball to the outside quickly, and it just about went the other way. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub.